So, you want to be a bad substitute teacher? Well, I'm going to tell you how. Welcome back to Capo TV and the series that's all about substitute teaching. Last week we looked at some ways to be a good substitute teacher. Now we're going to look at the flip side. Here are some great tips on how to be a bad substitute. Tip number 1. Don't introduce yourself at the beginning of class. Don't introduce yourself ever. Imagine that you go into work one day and your manager is replaced by someone that you've never seen before in your life. Hey! Who the fuck? Let's be honest, it's kind of weird to have a stranger in an otherwise familiar space. As a substitute, you have to at least introduce yourself by name, write it on the board, say hello. You know, act kind of like a human. Human. But nope, lots of substitutes don't bother to do that, and if you want to be a bad substitute, then you have to make everyone as uncomfortable as possible and keep your name a secret. My number 2 tip on how to be a bad substitute: be completely clueless about how technology works. Are you out of your mind? I can't do the voice, so I'm just going to let this guy do it.
Are you out of your mind?
There we go. It's well past the year 2000. Why are you struggling with a VCR DVD combo that's plugged into a CRT television? How do you function in this world of advanced technology if you haven't mastered the primitive DVD format? It's like technological illiteracy is part of the bad substitute starter kit. But hey, if you want to be bad, you might as well be bad. I don't think you're ready for this next tip on how to be a bad substitute. Fall asleep in class. Literally, go to sleep while sitting at the teacher's desk. Yes, this happens. I've seen it with my own eyes more than once. Like 3 or 4 times between 2 different substitutes I was working with on different days. If you want to be a bad substitute, you gotta fall asleep. You'll be in the Bad Substitute Hall of Fame in no time. I don't think much more needs to be said about this one, but here's a fun tip on how to be a bad sub. Disrespect the students because you think they're beneath you. A big part of substitute teaching is respect. Even if students don't respect the regular teacher, a lot of them might respect you if you just show them a little respect in return. Professional bad substitutes go into a class and think they have to rule the room with an iron fist. It's their way or the highway. So many cliches. This often leads to unwinnable power struggles between sub and students, with the substitutes yelling at the students and threatening them with ineffective referrals. Lighten up, you jackhole. Your job isn't that serious. Finally, if you really want to be a bad substitute, here's what you do. Refuse to answer any questions about the assignment or to offer any help. And you know what? Just don't talk to any of the students whatsoever. That's right, if you want to be a bad substitute, you have to completely ignore the other 25 people that are in the room with you. Remember that whole human aspect substitute teaching that I just mentioned? Yeah, forget all that. Pretend the students don't exist and visualize yourself all alone on your own special island. If a student approaches you with a question or a concern about the class, then you just gotta act like you don't have a brain in your head and tell that student to go sit down and be quiet. I'm gonna throw one more bonus bad sub tip in here at the end. Break something in the classroom and then try to blame it on a student. This is a bold move, and this is only something that a truly bad substitute would do. But just like with the sleeping subs, this really has happened. Do I really need to make further comments on it? Well, that about wraps up how to be a bad substitute teacher. If you've got any other tips on how to be a bad sub, leave me a comment down below. If you're not already subscribed and you like what you see here on Capo TV, go ahead and hit that subscribe button, and make sure you come back to Capo TV on Tuesday, where I share 2 of my weirdest experiences as a substitute teacher. Otherwise, thanks for watching, see you later, bye.